Okay, so there's two last things I want to cover today. Three. First one, what page do you have to read through in the book by next Monday?
100.
Page 100.
The introduction, right?
Page 100. Read through page 100 in the book. Introduction, everything, the whole thing,
Introduction, everything.
everything. Read through page 100 by Monday. And highlight. And first thing I'm going to do as your supervisor when we come in is I'm going to come around and you're going to have to flip through the first 100 pages and show me highlighting. And I want to see highlighting like pretty much like, you know, it needs to be pretty thorough through the whole thing. And if you haven't read it, guess what? I'm going to fire you. I'm going to kick you out of class. You're going to be dropped. Okay? Got expectations.
I got the paper.
Oh, really? I know you're going to read it. Anybody else digital?
But I could highlight on my digital.
Okay. So if that works for you, highlight some.
I already have.
All right, good. Luis is, it was in my class before. I know the caliber of his work. But everybody else, you still got to prove yourselves to me. Okay? Clear on the expectations? And what did I call it? The details, the requirements. I don't know what I called it earlier, but through page 100. Second thing. What was the second thing? Oh, I'm going to show you Google Cloud. And we're going to work with Google Cloud. So we're going to see that just as a preview. So if you want to start fooling around with it over the weekend, you can. And anybody not have access to a credit card, either your own or your family, come see me. But you get $300 of free credit, which will equate to about 15, 16 hours a week of use throughout the 17, 18-week semester. So you plenty of use before you actually get charged. And you won't get charged until it says, do you want to be charged? You've used up your credit. So we're going to be learning about Google Cloud and doing stuff up there while I'm teaching. When the other teacher comes back, that might change. And then I'm going to show you Microsoft Access here before class goes out. So we're going to see those three things. And I want to first start talking about Google Cloud Spanner. And I want to first start, I really love new technology and amazing technology. And it's one of my goals as your teacher to introduce you to the very best thing that's out there. And Google Cloud Spanner is the very best thing that's out there. It's amazing. It's like the equivalent of Go with data storage. Like Go is this amazing programming language, and Google Cloud Spanner is like the best database ever built, and you could use SQL with it. Because one of the most important decisions you need to make as a developer is what is your tool? What tools are you using? And that's true in anything. A woodworker, an auto mechanic, you have the wrong tools, you're already screwed right out of the gate. You open up shop, you don't have the right tools, done. You're not going to be able to work as fast or do as good of work as somebody who has the right tools. You need the right tools. And so introducing you to the right tools is like my primary job as a teacher. And that correct best tool today is Google Cloud Spanner. It's amazing. So we're going to learn about that. And I'll introduce you to it, and then I'm going to show you Microsoft Access just so you can see how we actually build something, if we have time. And the phrase that came to me when I was like thinking about telling you about Google Cloud Spanner, and it comes from cryptocurrency. So it doesn't necessarily apply to databases. You know, like it's not associated with the database field, it's the cryptocurrency field. But like the phrase, like I think so much about Google, I think so highly of Google Cloud Spanner that the phrase that came to me is rocket ship to the moon, rocket ship to the moon, rocket ship to the moon, rocket ship to the moon. Who's heard that phrase? Like that's technology, man. It's like, how can we do it better, faster, higher, stronger? How do we go to the moon, right? Like, that's the best of human engineering. Like, how do we build rocket ships and go to Mars? Like, how do we do it better, faster, stronger, smarter than it's ever been done before? Rocket ship, to the moon, rocket ship, to the moon. And when that bug bites you, it's like, for me at least, it's like a mantra or a chant in my head, right? Just like, how do we do it faster, stronger, better, smarter? Rocket ship, to the moon, rocket ship, to the moon. It's like this driving passion that you can't quit until you're better than everybody else out there. You're using the absolute best tools. You're faster, you're more scalable, you have a lower cost, you can ramp up to 10 million users, and it's not going to be an issue. Rocket ship, to the moon, rocket ship, to the moon. So you're going to learn about that. You're going to learn about Google Cloud Spanner. You should be excited. Like, by the end of next week, you're well qualified to go start on a SQL team that already has like a couple other developers who will mentor you and who are desperate enough to take on a new dev, but you're going to be well qualified enough to go start on a SQL team by the end of next week, making at a minimum $15 an hour, and more realistically $25 an hour. Like, if you've nailed what we've learned in these first 2 weeks, you're ready. 15 to 25 an hour. That's it. 50 grand a year. 30 to 50 grand a year with what you'll have learned in the first 2 weeks. And you could even go up to Silicon Valley, and my framing's not so great on this video because I put my camera high to capture the screen. I'm going to stand a little taller. You could even go up to Silicon Valley, which is only 2.5 hours from here, and you could rent a closet from somebody for maybe $2,000 a month or $1,200 a month, a closet. And you could join one of the most influential, powerful groups of people ever in the history of humanity, people destroying industries and creating whole new ones. And you could be part of that. Like, if I was footloose, fancy-free, single, and I know that, and I knew that, that's where I'd go. And I had an interest in software engineering and databases. You know, San Jose State, I'd be thinking of transferring to San Jose State or Stanford. Those would be my two choices. I'd keep working on my comp sci, bachelor's and master's, and I'd just work for other people. Let's build it, let's make it, let's create it. Rocket ship, to the moon, rocket ship, to the moon. And change the world. And then make a boatload of money while doing it. And go to Burning Man and have scary ass art cars. All right, that's rocket ship. Anybody feel it? If you feel it, raise your hand. Not feeling it? Reserved, plays his cards close to his chest. You all are gaining superpowers. Seriously, knowing how to code is a superpower. And that's not just me saying it. That's Drew, the founder of Dropbox. That's how he describes it. If you know how to code, it's a superpower. You get to destroy industries and create whole new ones. It's amazing. All right, cool. Let's look at Google Cloud Spanner.